Right now it is time to bring in Mike Cozzi. It's time for us to get a check on sports. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
All right. I tried to. I couldn't stay up, so I didn't watch football. But I woke up this morning and I see that my humble pick cost New Orleans a game.
There you go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Drew Brees lost.
Yeah, because I picked them. That's why.
Beautiful. And I picked first, so I didn't back into that.
No. That was your pick all along. The touch of doom from Marshall Miles.
That bodes well on November 3rd, too.
Don't say that. We're not.
No, it's true.
We're not going to mix sports and politics.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say what's November 3rd.
Yeah, you sound like the president now. Okay. All right. So, hey, good news for the National Hockey League. We do have a legitimate scrap set up in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, Tampa won 3-2 yesterday. I didn't watch any of it. I was too engrossed watching the Yankees get dismantled. I flipped to the game once in a while, and there was nothing. And like you, I went to sleep pretty early last night, so I didn't see the end of the hockey game. I didn't even see the end of the baseball games. That's how early I went to sleep last night. But Tampa Bay did win. That series is evened up at 1, and we'll see how it goes from here.
All right, so we got that out of the way. We got the other thing out of the way, and once again, Saquon Barkley is gone for the year. Along the San Francisco 49ers lost somebody for the year with the same injury. And I had my. It's funny, whenever I see a player go down, I had my Achilles tendons, both mine, replaced in my surgeries, Mike, and it amazes me that these athletes can even come back after a year. I mean.
Well, he didn't blow his Achilles, did he?
No. But still, when they have a major problem in their lower legs, for them to have to rehab and come back. I can't imagine being a professional. I know how I was frustrated. Okay. With my Achilles tendons, and I was just frustrated. I can't imagine being an athlete and having to sit there and face this over the course of the next year just to get back, hopefully, where I was. I really can't.
First of all, you're not a professional athlete.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but their body's in condition to rebound from something like this. Number two is they're getting. Probably not that you had a bad one, but they're probably getting the best surgeon available for the injury that they have, and the surgeries have developed into something not as drastic as it used to be. And thirdly, and most important, because of their bodies, their comeback's a lot easier compared to somebody like you because that's their job. They devote 100% of their life into the rehab, where your life comes first and your rehab comes second. So it's a whole different scenario when you're a professional athlete. And the advances in that part of medicine have really come a long way. And just look at Tommy John, for example. When somebody got that ligament injury in their elbow, their careers were shot. Now they come back like a $6 million man. So it's a whole different scenario for professional athlete. But you do have that road of rehab in front of you, but you're getting paid to do it. I mean, that's your livelihood. Where you're not going to make $25 million putting boxes in the back of a UPS truck. So that's what they go by. But I still go back. I mean, there's two things that I say these injuries come from. One is the turf. The second is the juice. I mean, there's a heck of a lot more players in every sport getting hurt nowadays than they did 30 years ago. I mean, what's the missing variable? People yell at me and say, "Oh, you can't blanket everybody." Well, you know what? I blanket everybody because they all get hurt, and unless you prove otherwise, that's the way I think. I'm entitled to, and that's the way I do.
All right. I noticed something yesterday with the opening of a new stadium out in Las Vegas. And then, of course, listen to this, $5 billion stadium out in California. Listen to this, folks, $5 billion, okay?
One question.
What?
Who paid for it?
I think that the teams paid a portion of it, and I still think that local communities also paid for a portion of it.
Ridiculous. How communities? I mean, if that doesn't go to public vote.
But that's why
a travesty.
The Jets and the Giants and their stadium was funded by the Jets and the Giants. And that's why it's not a $5 billion stadium. But still, that was a $700 million stadium. But now, look at this, Mike. The communities that invested in this, okay, tax breaks, monies, the teams that invested, they can't put a person in the seat. I can't imagine the money.
That's a political agenda. Yeah. I mean, it's Nevada.
I can't imagine the money that both those areas are losing that they invested in these arenas.
They're all losing money. Yeah. But any sport you pull out of the hat, they're all losing money because it's all a political agenda. Yeah, I mean, why can you go watch a football game in Kansas City, but you can't go watch it in Las Vegas?
Yeah. It's just to see all these brand new stadiums pop up, and the stadium in Las Vegas, by the way, was $2 billion. Not that but this money is just unbelievable that is being spent on these places.
And like I said, if it doesn't go to public vote, it's a travesty because I would sooner vote for research on vampires than to vote for tax money going to a professional stadium.
I don't mind tax money going to infrastructure work around the stadium.
No, not even around the stadium. You know why? It's your stadium. You need the entrances and exits. You foot the bill. Why should the municipality or the state foot the bill? You want to do it. You pay for it.
All right, now you're a national.
When ShopRite opens up a store, who does the lot? The township or ShopRite?
Well, the lot is one thing, but sometimes the townships do change roadways.
Well, they make entrances from the roads.
That's what I'm talking about.
ShopRite makes it, not the township.
All right. Now, you're a hockey fan. I don't remember this person. Bob Nevin?
Yeah, he played for the Rangers.
And also the Maple Leafs, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but I just saw the headline that he passed away at the age of 82. I don't, and it's funny. I normally know most hockey names. Nevin, that doesn't come to my mind, so.
Yeah, he played in the 60s, I think, maybe the early 70s. Bob Nevin.
All right,
he's a real old-timer.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up. Well, anything else in sports?
We did hockey. We did baseball. The Yankees, no, we didn't do baseball. The Yankees got lumped up yesterday by Toronto.
Yeah,
and I think the Mets lost, too. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, the Mets got beat 2-1. DeGrom pitched well. I mean, that's the game I was watching between that and the Yankee game. But the Met game was a real baffling game. The Mets didn't play good early. They gave up 2 runs in the first 4 innings. And DeGrom, once again, pitched. He pitched really, really well. He went 7 innings with 14 strikeouts. 14 strikeouts and 4 hits, okay? And then the Humpty Dumpty Mets relief pitchers came in. They didn't give up any runs, but the damage was done. Now, on the other side of the ledger, with Tampa Bay, they used 6 pitchers. They had this guy Fairbanks who started. I'm like, wow, this guy's really good. He was like blowing fastballs by everybody and whatnot. He pitched an inning and 2/3. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be in the locker room in the corner crying that I stink. I only pitched an inning and 2/3. This is what you expect major league pitchers to do? That's what I'm saying. This is an unwatchable product. I was really interested. I'm like, all right, well, whoever this guy Fairbanks is, he's hooking up against DeGrom. He's throwing good. Let's see what happens. Gone in the second inning. Not even finished the second inning.
It is. It's a crazy way to play the game.
It's awful. And the bad thing about it is, like, the mindset of the kids playing in high school think that's the way the game should be played. Like I told a couple of my pitchers yesterday, I said, you guys running yet? They said, no. I said, well, you better start running because I'm looking for a lot of length out of you next year. What do you mean? I expect you to go 7 innings. That's what it means.
And you wonder why there's so many more injuries also with pitchers and everything. They're just not strong. They're not prepared.
No.
Yeah, they're not prepared.
They're not trained for it.
Yeah.
I mean, the old adage is the more you throw, the more you throw the right way with the right conditioning program, the less arm problems you're going to have.
Yeah. All right. Well, we don't have any problems in the weather, but I got to head to the weather now.
No problem. It's going to be nice, getting nicer all week.
Yeah, thank goodness. Hey, I'll check with you tomorrow.
You got it, guys. Have a great day.
Mike Cozzi with a check on sports this morning here on Robin Hood Radio.